Well, they love their football in the East Bay, and the NFL has once again returned to Oakland, California. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Caps of Oakland.
Andres Borregales to kick off for New England.
Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Caleb going to throw right away. He's got the Michigan man, Colston Loveland. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A good start. One play, 10 yards. So this city and these fans, everybody knows the story. They've lost their football team not once but twice, most recently after the 2019 season. The baseball team, they may very well be leaving town. The basketball team is over in San Francisco now. What a boost this is, though, to have an NFL team back here in Oakland. And these fans, they could not be more appreciative. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw is Williams. Pass complete. Luther Burden. That'll give him 8 that time. And now it's 3rd and 3. This defense for the Patriots, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. And now an audible here into something else. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the right sideline. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. Touchdown! Colston Loveland. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Caps will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it. for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. Looking to throw. May. And this one is incomplete. Look at this defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh, yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
They'll throw with May. And he comes back with one complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, you know, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, you know, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
To the air, May. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. We know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles, and there when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
Here's May. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing here is May. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
They're such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
To go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's May. And that is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage. He decided to test him early, but they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Williams. That's complete. Rome Odunze.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. A run straight ahead with Genty. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Well, you look at this Patriots defense. They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Williams. He'll get this into the hands of the Dunze. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
Third and 2.
Here we go.
Throwing is Williams. He'll get this out to Genty. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They pick up the 1st down there with a gain of 11.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On play action, here's Williams. To the left side, he's got his tight end Loveland. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 20. Yards.
Another.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the 1st down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
13 more yards.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
2nd quarter now, and it's our home team with possession, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On the give, Genty. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds him and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Second and 12.
What is up? Watch ball.
To the air, Williams. Got his, and it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Patriots.
This drive didn't end well, but if they can keep stringing these together, they'll like what they're doing. That was an 8-play drive before it ended in a fumble. So the takeaway's got to be doing what we want to do and doing it well. Just got to take care of the ball at the end.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They'll take over after that pretty clutch forced fumble as they begin inside their own 5-yard line. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. 23 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
Yeah, that's a nice pickup there, especially when it comes on the heels of a 3-and-out the first time you have the ball. They were determined to not have that happen again, and that's a nice throw for their first down of the game.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think there he had to come off of his primary receiver in a big way, just trying to get it to a secondary guy, unable to get that play completed.
Checked down, but didn't even have enough time to do that. Incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw here. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
From the shotgun, May with it. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10. A carry here for Trevion Henderson. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
3rd down and 6. Looking to throw. That is caught. And he will have the Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 15 yards.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They set up the screen for Henderson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 2. Off the play fake, here's May. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
They'll run here with Henderson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Second and 6. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's May. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Trevion Henderson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So only even at 7 now as they kick it away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculate it because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. To throw, Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the short catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Looking to throw is Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Up the middle is Genty. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Operating from the gun, Williams. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. From the gun on third down, Williams. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 34-yard line.
It's a gain of 14
and they'll
yards.
get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
First down.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
34-yard line.
Back to throw. Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Genty. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for the touchdown. Ashton Genty, 33 yards. And the Cavs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. McPherson on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
It's the score counts 14. Patriots 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thompson. 25 yards that time.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense. He finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. This pass finds Brown in a comeback route. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll get this up to about the 40. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And it will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on third down and long. They'll throw with May. And that will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
36 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Second and long. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, here's Williams. As he throws there, incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On play action, May. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. May going to give it to Henderson. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now third and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's May. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And a key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive. Third down. Spectacular catch. Turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. To the air, May. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Douglas. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brings up second and 2 at the 25-yard line.
Looking to throw, May. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Douglas. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the shotgun, they run with Henderson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
17-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Again, it's Henderson. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Trevion Henderson with a milestone career touchdown number 100. joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Patriots have taken the lead here in this third quarter. The extra point now for Borregales. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Patriots 17, Caps 14. To kick off for New
Following
England.
the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return setup here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
To throw, it's Williams. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
32. Yes. Vegas. Yes.
Here's Williams. Pass complete to Loveland. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Brings up second
So the
down.
completion results there in 9 yards.
44-yard line.
And that's going to bring up second down.
Yes. Travel. Vegas. Yes.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 24-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
First down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Yes. Travel. Vegas. Yes.
Throwing is Williams. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Williams going to look to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 yards there. First down.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Biggie Angel.
On first down, it's Genty.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Yes. Cover. Vegas.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Fourteen-yard line, 2nd and 11.
Yes. Punch first.
To the air, Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
The offense on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Looking to throw. Williams.
And he will take it in for a touchdown.
Ashton Genty
With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Caps answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
McPherson on for the point after.
It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Caps 21, Patriots 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And he's getting the fumble back for a touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Oh, some strong running. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. He goes 81 yards on the kickoff return. And the Patriots have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. And that big fourth quarter return, Charles, makes this a one-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had a big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for 2? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
May going to try and throw for it.
And it'll be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Boy, a bad break. Just got the lead on the touchdown, and now they're going to have to go on defense at the 40-yard line here as things get good in the fourth quarter. Looking to put a drive together. Play action. Now Williams. That's downfield. He's got Loveland. Big strides. Look at him go. And he gets into the end zone for a touchdown. Colston Loveland with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Caps look like they're about to put an end to their two-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a two-score deficit. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. From the shotgun, May with it. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Throwing here is May. Got a man, it's Brown. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for the Patriots.
To throw, it's May. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Right back to him for 10 more and a first.
Patriots first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Completes it to Douglas. And a heavy touchdown in the end, but a big play on that one.
A gain of 25 more
You cannot
yards.
write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Back to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Thompson. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And Brown's got it for a Patriots touchdown.
Touchdown, New England.
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots have got it back to within a score. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
The Patriots will line up for a two-point conversion.
May going to try to throw for it. And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
31. Andy Borregales to kick off for New England.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
They work now on 2nd and 9. To throw, Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
It's getting cold in here, partner, because it looks like he's trying to ice this one away. Yeah, I know, bad dad joke, but what the heck, right? Scrambling for that first after the D blanketed his receivers, that's a backbreaker for the defense. They finished this drive off with 6, and this one could be over.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A run out of the gun with Genty. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
.38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Looking to throw is Williams. There's a short one caught by Loveland. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Back to throw. Williams. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Genty. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Well, this is the reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Runs like that might get him another award.
Yeah, thunderbolt right out of the gate, huh? How about that? Hitting the defense hard early, and of course, carrying the momentum from last week into this week's game.
Of contact necessary at this stage as they run on 1st down. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts
A 3-yard pickup
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Once again, it's Genty. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Colston Loveland, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Caps might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll throw with May. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
That's good for a Patriots first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here we go. 1st and goal. Here's May. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. A big loss there of about 7 yards on 1st and goal, so now it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's May. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. To the air, May. And now another one thrown incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here's a big one. It's 4th and goal. They'll try and throw forward May. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. There he goes again. Off to the races. Moving inside the 20. Touchdown! Ashton Jeanty, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Caps have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he loses the football the 2nd time. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Tackled back at the
so they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. So it was the defense that jumped, and that'll move them 5 yards closer.
I wonder how they did it. What if they twitched a little bit up front, a little subtle head movement the officials didn't detect, but they got it done. Now they're 5 yards closer for their field goal attempt.
So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
On for the field goal now is Evan McPherson. That's a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the home team here, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for New England, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date